one is a CLR. Yes, my screen is visible. Hello, I share the screen. Is it visible or not? Okay, so LR parsers. LR parsers, different kind of LR parsers. So one is a SLR. So another one is CLR. So another one is a LALR. Okay, so these are the different parsers. The another name for SLR is LR of 0. LR of 0 or SLR of 1. So next to CLR, SLR stands for what? S stands for simple. Then this LR, LR first L that stands for scanning the input from left to right. Then second, this R stands for reverse to rightmost derivation in. That means reverse rightmost derivation in reverse. Okay. Actually, this is which kind of LR of K? LR of K. This L stands for scanning the input from left to right. Left to right, scanning the input. Okay, in LL also, in LL grammar, in LR grammar also, scanning the input from left to right. Okay, this R stands for rightmost derivation in reverse, not a simple rightmost derivation. Reverse rightmost derivation, we can call it as a reverse rightmost derivation or rightmost derivation in reverse. Okay, then the K stands for look ahead symbol. Look ahead symbol. Okay, so LR grammars or LR parsers are three. One is SLR, or we can call it as a LR of 0 or SLR of 1. Okay, next one is a CLR. So C stands for canonical. Here S stands for simple. It is a simple LR. So second one is a canonical LR. C stands for canonical LR parser. Then LALR means look ahead LR parser. Look ahead LR parser. Then another name for this is LR of 1. So LR of 1. Okay, in this we are going to construct LR of 1 item closure item sets. In SLR will construct closure of LR of 0 closure item sets. Okay, so this one completed. SLR, simple LR completed. The next CLR, so canonical LR. Here also same thing, whatever the process we used in the SLR, that procedure, same procedure, but something is different. Okay, so first here also same thing, grammar will be given. So grammar, whatever the grammar, first grammar will be given like this. Okay, this is a grammar. Input string also given. If input string is given, then we have to do the last step. So that last step is what, whether the given input string is accepted or not. Okay, so by placing the input string into the input buffer, okay, starting state onto the top of the stack, then parsing program here canonical parser. So parsing program, one pointer, input pointer pointing to the input buffer, stack pointer pointing to the stack buffer, stack, next to one more pointer that pointing to the table. So table is the same table is divided into two parts, action part and go to part. And one is output. Okay, output is going to tell the sequence of actions performed by that canonical parser or whatever the parser. Okay, based on the input symbol top of the stack, then entry in the table. So based on these three, this parser is going to take the action. Okay, so that is in the last step. This verification, given input string is accepted or not. If given in the question, if this input string is given in the question, so we have to do the last step. But in this example, step is not that not given. Just to grammar is given. Construct the table for this grammar. Construct a canonical parsing table for the following grammar. Question will be given like this, or yeah, input string also may be given. If input string is given, then we have to do the last step. Otherwise, just we have to stop at table construction only. After filling the entries into the table, then we can stop over there. Okay, so first step, no need to that remove the left recursion, left to factoring from the grammar. Okay, no need to remove, just to take the grammar as it is. Actually in this grammar, what left recursion is there. Okay, C stands for here, C implies C, so starting with C only. So same, immediately starting with in the right hand side. So left to recursive production, this one. Okay, but in this bottom up, no need to remove left recursion and left factoring. So take the grammar as it is. The ambiguous grammar is taken, no problem. If it is unambiguous also, no problem. Okay, so that is the first step. No need to remove the left recursion, left factoring. Then second step is separate the production and write give a number for all the productions. That is the second step. Second step, what? Separate the production. Actually separate means C implies here CC or D here combinedly. So C production have actually two, so but written in a single line. In the second step, what you have to do? So separating. So S production, C productions are two, so write separately. Okay, and give a number for all the productions. So this is the first production, this is the second production, third production. Okay, so step 2 completed. Next to step 3 is augmented grammar. So augmented grammar, here first of all we have to see in this grammar, what is a starting symbol? S is a starting symbol. S is a starting symbol. Okay, with this, okay, we have to add a new production in the grammar. That grammar is called augmented grammar. So here S dash implies S. Okay, this is a new production. After adding this a new production to this grammar, that grammar is called augmented grammar. Okay, so this is a second step. Then third step is what? Constructing the sets of LR of one item sets. Okay, here that means closure function go to function we have to add in order to find out the LR of one item sets, LR of one items. Okay, that is a third step. Okay, here we begin with starting production of the augmented grammar. Okay, so S dash implies dot S is taken, dot S in the finding closure item. So after placing a dot in the production right hand side, then that is called item, that is called as item. Okay, so initially that will be taken, S dash implies dot S. Okay, this process also same in the SLR. Okay, but in the CLR, actually in the SLR, what some step, first step is what? Removing left recursion, left factoring. Okay, that is, then separate the production, write separately all the production and give the number for all the production. That is the second step. Then third step, what? Find first function and follow function. First function and follow function. That means finding first set and follow set. So for that we have drawn one table. So first to follow like that. Okay, but in CLR no need to find out this first and follow. Okay, that step is escaped in this CLR. So no need to find out that step. So directly augmented grammar. By adding a new production, we can. So that means is finding first set and follow set not required in CLR. Remember that. Finding first set and follow set not required in CLR parser. Okay, so remember that. Then next extra thing what included in this means after finding a closure item for the new production, here SU dash employees dot s comma dollar is added. Dollar is added to this. This is a extra. Okay, this is not there in the what SLR. Okay, so that means it is a look ahead symbol. Okay, we have to add a look ahead symbol to this production. So begin with a look ahead, that is LAH, look ahead, as dollar. So dollar is added, that is a look ahead symbol for this. Okay, then next thing we have, what we have to do after adding this look ahead symbol to this production. So we match the item with general form A employees alpha dot B beta comma A in the procedure closure, that is what A implies A, what here A equal to what S dash, then alpha equal to, here we don't have any symbol, epsilon, then B equals to what, S. Okay, B equals to S, then beta epsilon, then A dollar. Okay, so for this what we have to do, actually in SLR and in CLR, so what we have to do, after dot what symbol is there, that we have to see. So after dot S is there, S is a non-terminal, right? S is a non-terminal, then add non-terminal production to this item set. Okay, so after adding a look ahead symbol to this production, next what we have to see, add S production to this. After dot S is there, S is a non-terminal, add S productions. Okay, so S productions will be added to this, and at the same time look ahead symbol also required to add for this look ahead symbol. Okay, so S dash employees dot S comma dollar, this is a extra thing, this is a look ahead symbol added to this along with. Okay, so after that S is there, so yes, add S productions, add S production. What is that? S one production is there, that is a S employees dot C. Okay, dot C. Then next, after adding S production to this, next what we have to do, add a look at symbol also. This step is extra in CLR, remaining as it is as SLR. Okay, adding look at symbol is different. Okay, look at symbol we have to add for this. So in this case, what we have to see, we have to compare with the general form. So general form, so here A equal to S dash, alpha equal to epsilon, B equal to S, beta equal to epsilon, A equal to dollar. Okay, so in this case, what we have to do, how to add a look at symbol to this added production. So that is based on this formula, first of beta A, whatever we will get, so that will be the look ahead for this production. Why this beta A? If production is like this is general form. Okay, if any production is while comparing with the general form, we have to add a look at symbol from this. So if it is a general form, then we have to add first half of beta A. So here beta, which one? Beta is epsilon. Okay, first half of epsilon, then A is here, which one? Dollar. Which one here? Dollar. Okay, so dollar, what will get? Epsilon with nothing symbol. So first half of dollar will get. So dollar will be look at for this production. So dollar will be looked at for this production. Okay, so this is explanation. Function closure tells us to add this production. For each production, B implies gamma or R, and terminal B, first half of beta A, what will get? Beta implies R must be AC implies CC, and since beta is epsilon and A is dollar, so B may only be dollar. So dollar is added for this. Okay, so for the first production, what we have to see, after that S is there, add S production, and at the same time add look at symbol also. Okay, in SLR just we add only production, not lookup symbol. But in CLR we supposed to add lookup symbol also. Then how to lookup symbol means, okay, this is a procedure. Okay, by comparing with this general form, then whatever first of all beta A, whatever the set we are going to get, add that set to look at as a the set to this as a lookup symbol. Okay, next what we have to do, see, after that which symbol is there again in this. So adding production completed, adding lookup symbol also completed. Next same thing, same process. After that which symbol is there? C. C is a non-terminal. Non-terminal have a production, two productions. So add those two productions. C implies what? C. Okay, next C implies D. C implies D. So dot, here a dot. Okay, after dot, C is there. C is a non-terminal. C have two productions. Add those two productions. And the next what we have to do? Add look ahead symbol. Okay, from this production. From this. Okay, now again we have to compare with general form. Here A equal to what? S. Alpha equal to epsilon. B equals to C. Beta equals to C. Okay, A equals to $. Next, first half of beta A. What we will get? First half of beta A means first half of beta. Which one here? C. That C, capital C. $. Capital C. $. So capital C. $. Okay, sorry, this is a small c, not a capital C. This one is a small c. Small c. Small c. So first half of C. So go to C productions. First symbol is what? Small c, small d. So first half of what we'll get here? Small c, comma d. Okay, add those two as a lookup for these productions. Okay, so lookup symbol added. Next, what we have to see? After that, which symbol is there? After that, what is there? Small c. Okay, small c means a terminal. Okay, no need to add a production. Then here after that D is there. D is also terminal. Okay, so no need to add that production. Okay, now this is called I naught I0 item set. Okay, in CLR also we will do the same thing, but we don't add lookup symbols. Okay, this S dash implies dot S, S implies dot CC, C implies dot small c, capital C implies dot D. Only these productions will be there in the SLR I naught item set. But in CLR, lookup symbol is required. Okay, lookup symbol is compulsory. Okay, how can we add this lookup symbol means? Okay, this is a procedure. Just we have to compare with the general form. Okay, whatever first half of beta A, whatever we are going to get first half of beta A, that item, that symbols in the set, those symbols will be added to these productions as lookaheads. My step ఒకటి, this is an important one. Okay, CLR is a powerful compared to SLR. My step అర్థమైందా? Yes, respond. Hello, respond ma. So how item I0 items constructed? అర్థమైందా లేదా? Respond. Hello. Okay, so this is a I naught item set. ఇక్కడ కూడా చూడండి. So I naught item set. Okay, in this I not time and S same thing. Okay, this is small c this one, small c, capital C. Okay, CRD, here also CRD. Okay, this is I not. Next, what we have to do? Apply go to function on this. Go to function. Okay, for that what you have to say after that, which symbols are there. So after that, yes is there. Okay, we'll get with yes I not comma yes one, and with C one more we can apply. Then with small c we can apply one more. Then with D we can apply one more. Okay, these many. So go to of I not comma S and go to of I not comma C. Go to of I not comma small c. Then go to of I not comma small d. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 go to functions can be applied on I not with different symbols. Okay, so first with yes, that we have to see. Okay, what we'll get? S dash implies dot position will be shifted. Okay, S dot comma dollar. S dot comma dollar. Okay, after dot which symbol is there? No symbol. Okay, we can stop here only. Okay, this is I1. So next with C. Okay, so S implies so C dot C comma dollar. Okay, next after that which symbol is there? Capital C. Add capital C productions. Okay, C implies small c, capital C, and C implies dot D. Okay, these are the two productions. But look at symbol adding required. Look ahead symbol. So now compare this production with the general form. A equal to S, alpha equal to capital C, B equals to capital C, beta epsilon, A dollar. So first half of beta A, here first half of epsilon dollar. What will you get? Epsilon dollar means a dollar will get. So dollar is a look at for these two dollar. Okay. After dot which symbol? Small c. So after that small d. So these are the terminals. No need to add production. Okay. We can stop here. This is called I1 completed. Now give a name to this item set, that is I2. Okay, I2. And next with a small c. Okay, then here also same thing. Wait. So with a small c, with a small c. Okay, so next c implies after applying go to function, so dot will be shifted, small c dot capital C comma CRD. Look at symbol there in the production only. Okay, next what we have to see after that, which symbol is there, that we have to observe. So after that C is there. So C is a non-terminal. Add C production. So see, have two productions. One is a C implies small dot small c capital C comma C implies dot D. But look at symbols we have to add. lookup symbol. Okay, for that what we have to see, we have to compare with the general form. A equal to C, alpha equal to small c, B equals to capital C, then beta equal to epsilon, A equals to CRD. So what is a form? So first of all beta A, beta is epsilon, A is CRD. So first of all CRD, what will get? CRD will get CRD. So those two symbols are the lookouts for this. Okay, after adding lookout symbol, next we have to observe, after that which symbol is there? Small c, after that small d. So these are the terminals, no need to add. Production, now this is a new set. Okay, give a new name to this, that is a I2 given. Now this is I3, I3. Okay, so with S completed, with capital C completed, with small c completed. Next with D, with D, what is there? C implies D dot, C implies D dot comma CRD. Okay, after that which symbol is there? No symbol, no need to add any production. This is a new set, give a new name, that is I4. Okay, so applying go to function on I not completed. Okay, this is I not set, go to applying go to function I not completed. Next to apply go to function on I1. So I1, so first of all what you have to check, is it possible to, that means go to function is possible to apply on I1, that we have to check. When it is possible, after dot some symbols are there, then that is possible to apply. Okay, after that no symbol is there, so go to function cannot be applied. So after that which symbol? No symbol, so go to function applying not possible on this. Okay, just leave. Next to I2, I2 possible, yes, I2 possible. With how many symbols? With capital C possible, here after that capital C is there, small c is there, small d is there. Okay, 3 with the 3 functions, okay, one with capital C and one with small c and one with small d. Okay, with the capital C first we will see. So S implies C after shifting dot CC dot dollar, CC dot dollar. Okay, next after dot which symbol is there? No symbol. Okay, no need to add extra productions to this. This is a new one. Okay, we can stop. Okay, what is the name? I3 given. Now this is I4. I4 also given. I5. Okay, next small c. Okay, for that. Okay, this is I2 small c with a small c. What? C implies small c dot capital C comma dollar. Okay, next what we have to do, after that which symbol is there, that we have to see. After that capital C, that is a non-terminal, add non-terminal production. So C implies what? C productions dot small c capital C, and C implies dot D. Okay, next what we have to do, we have to add lookout symbol. Okay, for that what we have to see, we have to compare this with the general form. A equal to C, alpha equal to small c, B equals to C, beta equals to epsilon, A equals to dollar. So first of all beta A, epsilon, dollar. What will get? Dollar will get. Dollar is a lookout symbol. Add lookout symbol to this. Okay, next after that which symbol is there, that we have to see. After that C is there, after that D is there, so we cannot apply, we cannot add anything. Okay, we can stop here. Okay, then consider it as a new state. Okay, what is I4 complete I5? I5, okay, I6. Give a name, that is a I6. This one is I6 new set. Again, any this is a repeated or a new. So for that we have to compare with each and every one. Okay, these are the C, but look at symbols are different. Okay, same thing. So C implies C dot C. Okay, C implies dot CC. C implies dot D. Okay, here also same thing. C dot CC dot D. But look at symbol is different. Here CD, here dollar. Okay, so now I3, I4, I6 are different item sets. Okay, so it is a new one, new. Okay, not a old, not a repeated one. Okay, with the C completed. Next to with D. With D, what? C implies D dot dollar. Okay, D. C implies D dot comma dollar. Okay, is it repeated here? Okay, C implies D dot. Here also C implies D dot, but look at symbols are different. Here CD, here dollar. Okay, this is a different one. New I7. Okay, now applying go to function on I2 completed. Next I3. Yes. Here after dot some symbols are there. Okay, no problem. We can apply with C, with small c, with D. Okay, with C, with capital C. C implies small c, capital C, C or D. Okay, after that, no symbol. No need to add anything. Is it a repeated one? Check. No, not repeated. Okay, this is a new set. I8. Given a new name I8. Next with a small c. With a small c, what will get? C implies a small c dot capital C CRD. CRD. Okay, we have to add C production. Okay, this is this one is self. Okay, self, same will get C productions. C implies dot small c capital C. Then look at symbols. Here we will get the same thing. Okay, this is which one? I3. Okay, here what we have to do? Just to go to I3 self. Okay, with this with the small c, we'll get the same. Okay, so for that, just to we have to write go to I3. Go to I3 with a small c. Next with a D. C implies D dot C comma D. D dot C implies D dot C comma D. So this is I4. Okay, next what we have to write here? Just go to I4. Okay, so applying go to function on I3 completed. Here we with this capital C we got a new, with a small c we got a old, not a new. With D also we got a new, that is I4. Okay, so applying go to function on I3 completed. Next to I4, go to I4 where I4 is here. Okay, here I4. So after that no symbol, so we cannot apply go to function on this. Okay, next to go to I5. Here also after that no symbol, so we cannot apply go to function on I5. Next to go to I6. So I6, this one is I6. Here after that some symbols are there. Okay, we can. Then here with the capital C, we can apply. Then C implies small c, capital C, dot comma dollar. Is it repeated? No. Okay, this is a new. Given new name I9. Okay, next with a small c, with a small c. C implies what will get? Small c dot capital C comma dollar. Okay, with this Small c implies here same I6 will get I6. Okay, that is a repeated one. For this, what we have to write with small c, go to I6. Okay, next with small d, c implies d dot comma dollar. Yes, this one I7. Okay, what you have to write? Just to go to I7. So applying go to function on I6 completed. Next to I7. Okay, I7 on I7 not possible. Why? After that no symbol. So go to function applying not possible on I7. Next to I8. So I8 here how many? Only one. That is after that also no symbol. On I8 also we cannot apply go to function. Next to go to next new I9. Okay, I9. So this is I9. Here also go to function applying not possible. Okay, so only I9, I10 no, I10. Okay, so this is a procedure to apply closure function. Okay, with this we got LR of one item sets, LR of one item not LR of 0. So we'll get LR of 0 item sets in SLR parser. We'll get LR of one item sets in the CLR parser. Okay, so these are the LR of one item sets. So total states, how many states we got? I0 to I9. So total 10 states. Okay, with different symbols. Okay, yes, this is one way of doing this process. Next in this different procedure is there. Okay, go to IC theoretical process, this one. Okay, you may follow this one or that also no problem. So next thing what we have to do, draw the table. So table construction. Okay, directly table construction. For that I0 to I9 total 10. Then action part, go to part, in the action part what we have to take small c and small d dollar, only these are the symbols. Then in the go to part, which one? Capital S, capital C, these are the symbols. Next I0 with a small c, with a d, with a dollar, what we got in the diagram, that we have to check. So with small c first, see with a small c, what is the name? I3. So that means S3. With a small d, S4. With the capital S, 1. So don't write S1. So with capital C, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, S3, S4. Okay, same thing. So I not completed. Next on I1, okay, no go to function. Next to I2, so I2 there, okay, with capital C, with small c, with the capital C, I5, just to what we have to write 5, just number 5. With the small c, S6, with the small d, S7, S6, S7, 5. S6, yes, S6, S7, 5. Okay, right. So I2 completed, second completed. Next to I3. Where is I3? Yes, this one is a I3. Here with the capital C, with the small c, with the d possible, with capital C, I8. So what we have to write? 8 with the small c, S3. Here S4, S3, S4, 8. S3, S4, 8. Yes, S3, S4, 8. Okay. Next to 4 I4. Where is I4? Here no. So we cannot apply go to function I4. So I5 also no. So performing shift operation not possible on I4, I5. Next to I6. Where is I6? Okay, this one. With capital C, with small c, with small d. Okay, here with small c, what? S6, S7, 9. S6, S7, 9. S6, S7, 9. Okay. Which one? I6 completed. I7, 7. What is? Yes, this one I7. Okay, here also no, we did not get any new item sets from this. Leave. Next to I8. Here is I8. Here also okay. No. I9. No. Okay, performing shift operation completed. Next thing, what? Perform reduce operation. Reduce operation. For that, what you have to see? So we have to check each and every item set I0 to I9. So in which item set having with ending dot production. So that we have to observe. So in obviously I0 don't have, that is a starting one. Okay, so directly we can we don't see in I0, in I1 okay there, but this is added production, so don't consider this. Next to I2, in I2 also no. In I3, also no. I4, yes, I4 there. So that means fourth row. On fourth row, what is the number of this production? C implies D. C implies D means third. So that means R3. Next in CLR, what we have to do? First, follows of C. Follows of C. What are the follows of C? On those symbols we fill with R3. But in CLR, don't see that follows of C. Just to here look at symbol. What is a look at symbol? CD. Okay. On this column, C column, D column, on row fourth, fill with R3. Okay. Fourth row, yes, fourth row, C column, D column, R3. Here R3. Okay. So what is the difference between that SLR and this CLR? In SLR, what we have to see? We have to find out follows. Follows is important in SLR, but here not required follow. Okay, if you do any mistake while finding follows, then the table filled with wrong entries. That is a problem. Okay. In the SLR, but in CLR, no need to find out the follow. Okay, in the item set only we will get a look at symbols. Okay, this one is a easier way to find out that look at symbols, and filling with the look at symbol in the table it is a easier way compared to SLR. So in SLR, the table filled with wrong entries or right entries we cannot. So that depends on the finding follows of that non-terminals. Okay, but here not required to find out that follows. Okay, so which one completed? So I4 completed. Next to I5, see in I5 also one production having ending with dot. Now I5, that means fifth row. On fifth row, what is the number of this production? It implies CC. What is the production? 1. So that means R1. R1 on fifth row. Here look at symbol dollar on the dollar column only, on the dollar column. Okay, I5. So on the dollar column R1. Okay, completed. Next to I5. Okay. Next to I6, in I6 any production ending with dot in I6, no. Next to I7, I7, okay, yes, one production. That means on 7th row, what is C implies to D dot? C implies to D dot, third production. That means R3, I7 dollar, R3 I7 dollar, R3 I7. That means 7th row. R3 on dollar column. Okay, so I7 completed. Next 8, I8. Where is I8? Yes, this one is I8. C implies CC dot, one production ending with the dot. Here the CC, C implies CC. What is the number? What? 2, R2. R2 on which symbols? On which columns? CD. These are lookats. Okay, 8 R2, 8 R2 CC, 8 R2 C column, D column. Okay, next I8 completed. I9, it is I9. Okay, this one I9. C implies C dot. Okay, one production having ending with dollar. Okay, what is the number on I9 row? C 2 R2 dollar. R2 dollar. Yes. Then 9th row dollar column R2. Okay, reducing operation perform, reduce operation also performed, completed. So next to accept, accept the new production in which I1 obviously, okay, this one will be there in I1 for any grammar. So first row dollar column accept, first row dollar column accept. So filling with, that means performing shift operation, reduce operation, accept operation completed. The next to reject operation, so no need to perform the reject operation. Whatever the blank entries that table, that parser showing that representing with the dollar, those are all the blanks, those are the wrong entries, that is the error. Okay, this error, this one error, these all are the errors. Okay, no need to perform the reject operation. Blank entries all are errors. Okay, so this is a what construction of LR1 parsing table construction, or simply we can call it as a CLR parsing table construction. Okay, this is explanation. Ma, okay, yes, respond. Ardhamaina CLR table construction. CLR table construction ma. Respond. Okay, so same SLR table construction, CLR table construction, same process, but few changes are there. Okay, compared to SLR, CLR is more powerful. Why? Because your lookup symbol is going to be there. So with that, we can fill the entries correctly in the table. Okay, a table will be constructed properly. Okay, in the SLR, the table may fill it with the wrong entries. If you do any mistakes in the finding follows and first, okay, if you do any mistakes in that, then table may not fill correctly, correct entries. So that's why CLR table is a construction is more powerful compared to SLR. And one disadvantage is there in the CLR, will get many states. Will get many states, more number of states. Okay, so I'm requesting you, you have to construct SLR parsing table for this grammar. For this grammar, SLR parsing table for this grammar. Okay, you will get only a few states only, but here I0 to I9 states. Okay, but in SLR we will get 7, I think 7, 6 states only. Okay, that is one disadvantage for this. Okay, here we'll get more number of states. If a grammar is simple grammar, actually how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 productions are there in the grammar. Okay, for these 3 productions we got how many? 10 states. But if grammar have, if a grammar is complex grammar, that means more number of productions are there in the grammar, then we'll get more number of states. Okay, that is a problem. But anyhow, this is a powerful parsing, bottom-up parsing technique compared to SLR. Okay, so the remaining one is a LALR. We'll see in the next class. That is also another parser. Okay, same as CLR parser only. Okay, so I'm stopping here. So the remaining, with that we'll complete this unit ma. Next to respond for the attendance.